and Serbian television, as you point out, Bettina, continues to show considerable amounts of collateral damage and damage to infrastructure, bridges, roads, transport. NATO clearly going after supply lines throughout Yugoslavia. So certainly an increased level, it would seem, of NATO activity. But here in Aleksinac tonight, quite a high degree of sadness at the scale of devastation, they say, that has taken the casualty toll very high in a civilian area of this southern Serbian town of Aleksinac. Bettina.
And Brentwell, of course, we're watching the
force for some ground
emergency service. Aleksinac, 3 a.m., the night the war came to a small mining town in Serbia. These were residential streets, not a sign of anything military. The emergency services say they were hit by cruise missiles which killed 5 people, injured 30, 5 seriously. The target, probably a barracks on the outskirts of town, at least a kilometer from here.
This is one of the strikes of the spots. There is another one, also totally civilian building, maybe 5 meters away from first aid unit and hospital.
It was just a matter of time before something like this happened, and the time was 9:40 p.m. 3 cruise missiles hit the center of town. We're told that 2 people died in the house behind me. The emergency services have yet to finish checking all the houses. The dead were taken to the morgue, the injured to a hospital in the city of Niš. Men, women and children were all caught in the blast. Most people had been in the shelters, otherwise there would have been more casualties. They emerged to view the wreckage of the town centre. This man told us he heard the missiles coming in quick succession, and then, in his words, disaster. He was still in a state of shock hours after the bombing. Many buildings were in ruins, and several hundred dwellings were damaged. Immediate first aid was given here, in premises smashed a few minutes earlier, the staff also in shock. The people here are absolutely furious. They cannot understand why the town was targeted or how NATO got it so badly wrong. As they cleared up, those questions were asked over and over again. People we talked to in private, away from the police, said the barracks had been empty for 2 years and that they were nowhere near the centre. 3 streets away from where the missiles fell, the shockwaves had blown out most of the windows in the shopping area. This tragedy will be used by the Yugoslav authorities to reinforce public opinion here, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Tim Marshall, Sky News, Aleksinac.
RAF Harriers targeted